After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brennan got in the line with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway on Sunday Night Prime Time. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Off the play fake, Love. Pass caught. That's golden. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon, but they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 38 now, here's second down at 7. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing here is May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
The tight end, Henry, here in motion. On play action, May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's May. It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And was able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down, Packers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Counter play with Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because They executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Patriots 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's complete to Wicks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Love will try with his legs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw now, here's Love. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Love, they go play action now. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Love. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England's offense set to go. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. To the air, May. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll throw with May. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Douglas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action now. May. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to throw. May. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Powers through. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Love looking to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Packers.
On the ball. On the ball.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And a Packer first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. Gets this complete to Butte. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
And they go play action with May. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing here is May. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. To throw, it's May. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Henderson now on first and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one up. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, a 23-yard run. And the Patriots are back within a score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's a toss to Henderson, headed right. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with in the zone. Made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, May. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get it inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Stevenson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Keyshawn Boutte from 3 yards out. And the Patriots have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
First down, Packers.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Play fake. Here's Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 43.
And the Packer first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
The kick by McManus is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action now. May. Short pass caught by Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Here's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Patriots first down.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown, Patriots. Keyshawn Butte, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Borregales now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 5, 2:23 to play. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Love. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL.